Hi. I've always wanted to create videos on YouTube ever since I was a kid. I love to talk, and everyone around me knows that, and has often told me that I should consider sharing my voices and thoughts on social media, but I have been held back by self-doubt and perfectionism. I have been afraid that I'm not credentialed enough, that I won't stand out, that I need a perfect setup, a visual setup, or even that the social media market is already overly saturated with creators. And so that has pretty much silenced my urge to share, even though the desire has stayed. And that's kind of been the cycle I've been in for the past 3 years, where I will think about and have dreams of starting a YouTube channel, and having a podcast and bringing people on to talk about things that are important to me, like how to exist in love and compassion with each other, even when it's challenging, whether it be with family or people with different political opinions. Those are the conversations I want to have, and those are the conversations I want to share. And I've been terrified that I won't be good at doing it. But last week, I met this woman. I met her randomly at a book launch here in Dumbo. And she's 40 now, but when she was 26, she started a multi-million dollar fashion brand. I will note here that success is defined by you. So it doesn't have to be a multi-million dollar fashion brand. But I say that because for her, she had been a nurse. She'd gone to school for nursing. She was an RN, and she decided that she wanted to completely shift gears and go into fashion. She did not fit in the fashion world. And because of it, she never allowed herself to be the front facing person of the brand. So people actually don't know that she started it. But it was incredibly successful. And she was telling me that story. And she told me that now at 40, because of COVID, she had to shut down the brand. They didn't foresee the impact COVID would have on the brand. And now at 40, she's redoing it all again. She's starting a whole new business. And she said that it's harder to be brave when you're older, so start now. And immediately that night after I met her, it just sat with me and I was like, I need to make this video immediately. Now, tomorrow, I don't, now. Whenever, as soon as possible, when I have the time, I'm filming, I'm releasing, and it's done. And I wrote out an entire paper. I took notes from it, and that's kind of what I'm touching on today. But I just felt the urgency from that conversation. So here I am at 25, a year younger than when she started her brand. I'm filming my first YouTube video ever. It's not in a perfect space. I thought I would have like a Japandi style living room that I'd be sitting on, and there'd be like the very clean minimalist coffee table. And I want a chair with a blank wall, and I'm honestly grateful for that. And that's also okay. And if you're feeling stuck too, I ask that you start with me. And if you're also feeling apprehensive, I have 3 other points to support you. So, to begin, if you feel hesitant regarding whether you should share, there's something else this woman said, and it was this. We are all given gifts, whether natural or earned. For some people, it is beauty, for others, it is art. If you've been given a gift, it is your job to leverage it and use it. And I will add, why else would this gift have been given to you if not for your potential to share it? Number 2, if you feel uncomfortable sharing because of the feedback you will receive, there is a second person I will be quoting today, who is the classic creative producer Rick Rubin. If you do not know him, I would suggest looking him up. He's a 9-time Grammy-winning producer who's worked with probably some of your favorite artists, including the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J. My personal favorite is Hurt with Johnny Cash. But I will be pulling a quote from The Creative Act. In it, Rubin notes that if you've truly created an innovative work, it's likely to alienate as many people as it attracts. The best art divides the audience. If everyone likes it, you probably haven't gone far enough. In the end, you are the only one who has to love it. This work is for you. People are definitely scary. There have been multiple times I have done things that has landed me in a mess with other people, and I've wanted to hide. And many times, actually both times, I did hide. That's to be expected. But if you have the urge to create, then create for you without thinking of others. Essentially, in this process, they do not matter. And lastly, for me, this is my greatest fear. If you fear that your voice, your art, or your creation won't matter, I introduce you to a really good friend of mine. Her name is Adrienne Moore. And this girl is a firecracker of ideas. When I first met her, I was amazed by her ability to jump and take leaps like it was nobody's business with absolutely no fear. And to this day, she creates all the time. She's constantly coming up with new projects and things to engage in. She's also following through on them. And when I first told her about my desire to create videos, but I was worried that it wouldn't have an impact, mind you, this was 2 years ago, she told me her focus when she would create, and that was an audience of one. Your creation doesn't have to reach everyone. In fact, it doesn't have to reach anyone. But if you want to reach someone, aim for one person, just one other person. You don't know how your creation will land or what ripple effect it will have. Personally, I wanted to have a lot more ready to be more effective and to reach a larger audience. I wanted to be one of the standout creatives in an overly saturated market of curators. I came up with an entire plan of like the credentialing I was going to get and how I was going to also start modeling to ensure that I reached a larger audience. I still plan on following through on those things, but that doesn't mean I don't start now. Because everything I've been reading and every person I've spoken to, every creative I've spoken to, all of the guidance I was receiving said to start now. And I ask that whoever's listening starts with me if you haven't already. So whatever it is that you feel guided or called to do, just start. Start messy, start small, start imperfectly, but most importantly, start with joy. It doesn't have to reach everyone. And if you've made it to this point of the video, thank you for being part of my audience of one.